Oh, come on. I'm sorry. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It was going terrible already. It was already going bad. And then I spotted Trey Shreddens in the chat. And then Mick Rockland. What? Come on, eh? How to knock a guy when he's struggling. Thanks so much for coming, Shred people. I don't know what shredders are doing here, man. You're not going to get any shredders here, any shredding here. Just failing all over the shop here. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Thanks for coming. Let's turn this. No, let's leave that. Let's leave that. Well, maybe do this though. What are we doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'll leave everything. Leave everything as it is. How's everybody doing? Hope you're great. Let's come and say hello. Who's in? Thomann Grutter in the house. How you doing? Thanks for coming. I've just realised I've not got my tunes on. Let's get the tunes on. I know how to do this. I've done this before. No. There you go. That's it. Something like that. We're sorted. Hey, hey. Get that. Oh, yeah. Thomann Grutter first in. And we're talking about... Wait a minute. Get out of town. There's super chats there from Trey Shreds. What's going on? Oh, mate. You absolute ledge. For the shreds. Thank you so much, mate. $10. I do not deserve it, mate, but thank you so much. Love you, bro. Shred collab coming soon. Yes, indeed. There is a Shred collab coming soon. Trey will be doing some shredding, and I'll be collaborating with him. Trying to shred. But yeah, that should be happening. Should have happened before. I'm sorry, Trey. I've not got around to it yet, but I'm on it. I promise. I promise. Promise. Thomann Grutter in the house. What is a store? Coming years. This is the question. That is a good question. What is a store? Because tonight, today, whatever time this is, we're hammering on about buying online versus in store. Just your guitar buying habits, right? What we're all up to these days. How we're buying. Are you buying? I'm buying. I don't know. Anywho. Scott Bogfoot in the house. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Robbie F is here. But you can't be here because work is getting in the way. No worries, mate, but thanks for coming. Stevie Mac, you also buy online for... What? You buy online also online from a store, for example, London. I'm not going all the way down to the... I'm not going all the way down to London to try a neck. Let's embrace our differing ways to purchase. I hear you, mate. Yeah. I mean, this day and age, it's online, isn't it? There's no escaping it. It's pretty much what's happening. And we will be looking at the poll in a bit that sort of echoes pretty much what we're all thinking. Trey Shreds, hello mate, thank you once again for coming. Jojo Fry is in the house. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. You just stopped by to say sorry you're not here either. You're heading out to a stand-up comedy gig. Good. Well, I hope you have a great laugh and you've put stories in the comments. Great stuff. Thanks for popping in to say hello anyway. Peter Collins saying hello, good evening to you, mate. Relax Meditations in. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, mate. Always appreciated. Maria Muggs in the house. Good evening to you. Thanks for coming. Yet another flipping username. Even Steve, you very much buy wherever you find what I'm looking for. Although it's hard to beat the choice and comparison afforded online. It is, isn't it? John Little, hello. Johnny D, hello. Anton, hello. Mark Erkeys in the house. Dinger63 for Dundee, hello. John Channing, hello. Mick Rockland, can't believe you're here. What are you up to, mate? I bet you're cooking. You're prepping some food. Is that what's happening? And look at the top. Is it this top, mate, or is it this one? I thought you'd be into this, Mick Rockland. The Charvel. It's a cracker. It's a cracker, mate. Yeah, you're still here. You're even still here. But anyway, love this guitar, mate. Look at that neck here. Oh. You're a Kiesel kind of guy, though, aren't you? I'm actually Kiesel curious. One day I'll have to try one out. Trey Shredden saying it sounds good. I made an absolute fluff on like the first bar. Sorry, but cheers. Fister Roboto, how you doing, mate? You came here to drink hot chocolate milks and talk about guitar gear buying habits, and I'm all out of hot chocolate milk. Right, well, we will try and keep it on topic if we can. Evening, Graham Campbell, how you doing? Thanks for coming, mate. Okay, Paul Taylor's in. How you doing, mate? Have I said all hellos? Craig's in. Dave Snack Stevens, hello. Whoops. and we had a big jump there. Johnny 3 Bar. Craig likes shreddies. Perfect. IMA640, hello. John Robson's in the house. How you doing, John? Nice to see you, mate. Early finish tonight, so we thought I'd pop in. Thanks for coming, mate. A very rare occasion. Good to see you. I was just watching your video, actually, on the start of your build thing that's coming up. The Agrajag HH Telly. No spoilers. It's not about that. It's about... There's a good bit at the end. A twist. Lawrence Sunley, hello mate. You've only tried 2 guitars that I have purchased in store. There you go. Actually, that's something we can maybe talk about as well in a minute. It's a left-handed thing because every guitar is mail order. Yeah, that's it. I mean, lefties definitely have a get out of jail card for this one, without a doubt. Not that anybody's in trouble. Johnny D, you once would never have dreamt buying Unseen and Unplayed, but your last 3 have been 2 times Amazon, 1 times Guitar, and after a bit of work, all 3 pretty damn good. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about just a minute ago, what we could talk about. We're going to talk about a lot of things, but yeah, that's something in particular. First of the bottle, you've never bought a single thing online, and you can't imagine buying something like gear online. You've never bought anything online. Nothing. That's pretty impressive. That's rare. Congratulations, I think. Well done. Derivamus Search for Tone there. Hello, mate. Thank you for coming. How you coming? How you doing, mate? Hope you're good. I caught up at your live stream the other night as well, mate. Of course, check out all the channels with the Blue Wrench guys. Everybody has YouTube channels, and of course, feel free to stick your links in the chat and check each other out. That's what we'll do here. Ivor, hello, mate. Tom Dust, thanks for welcoming us to the channel. Of course, welcome. Alan Z, hello, mate. How you doing? Good to see you, pal. We're caught up. Nice one. Trace Friends, we all make mistakes. It's about how you recover, and you're a pro. Well, that's right, mate. How you recover is you do a big song and dance about it after. And tell everybody how much you suck and hope that they forgive you. Great shout though, mate. And Trey, you are a pro. If you want to see a pro shredder, head over to Trey Shredding's channel, and of course Mick Rockland. That's how they get the shredding going on. Anywho, Maria also just watched John Robson's video tonight as well. Yep, tidy. Gary Westcott, hello mate, how you doing? Hope all's well. Was going to watch the stream and play guitar, but now I just have a cat on me, so it looks like I'm just watching the stream. Nice. There you go. Somebody should make a cat guitar combo. Didn't like classical guitars used to have strings made of a better nut. A better nut. Right, sorry. Enjoy your time with the cat and stuff. John Little, you have bought from eBay, AliExpress, Bax and Thomann. Right, hold on, I'm just looking here. Tick, 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 tick. Yes, me too. Never had a bad experience. Local shops are few and not surprisingly more expensive yet. Paul Taylor, stores can't carry the stock that we require to satisfy the variety we like to try this day and age. So many videos of new gear, shops can possibly cover them. Yeah, that is a good point, mate. Johnny D, Steve, did you get Wecklum from the Still game? Yeah, mate, it's 100% whipped from that. I actually took the clip and put it in a playlist. I was going to do something about that one day and put like where I've ripped off all the jokes from in a playlist, and you can go and check them out for anybody that cares. There we go. But yeah, totally ripped off from Still Game. Love that show. Anton Steve, is your blue Charvel a Charvel Pro Mod DK22? That's exactly what it is. A very nice super strat. Yeah, mate, it's brilliant. Absolutely love it. I'll do a wee bit on that in a second, just for fun, because it's here, because I love that guitar. Butterfly Effect is in. How you doing, mate? That's a very cool... How do you get that username with a character? That's cool. I like that a lot. Are we saying hello? Craig, you went to PMT once, intention of comparing some Yamaha acoustics. They had 2. Well, you can compare 2. I mean, imagine they only had 1. That would be a nightmare. Anyway. Butterfly Effect can't tie... Oh, right, okay. Got you. Right, cool. We're kind of caught up. Right, let's do a couple of things, right? loads of things. Speaking of buying on AliExpress and Temu, I've got a funny one for you. I couldn't help it. I buy stuff from Temu and AliExpress from time to time. And by the way, I'm not condoning that. This is not sponsored. I'm not saying go buy on Temu. I actually pretty much hate Temu. I don't like it at all. There's nothing worse than when you just want to buy a USB cable and then you have to play like 8 games and like get rid of all these vouchers and stuff. It's like, can I just look for my USB cable, please? Leave us alone. But I want to give you a £5 discount, £100 vouchers. I just want a USB cable. So anyway, I look at random stuff like that, and I couldn't resist it. That's right. Pretty much solving the problem of all guitarists that we have. I mean, how much of a nightmare is it? You're sitting there playing your guitar, and like, oh, it's out of tune. Where's my tuner? You can't find your tuner, so problem solved. Or you're trying to tune your guitar. Where's my pick? Not anymore. You've got 2 in 1 now. I couldn't help it. It was like £2 or something. So we're going to live unbox this later on and try it out. I'm also going to do a video on it later, and I'll do a fake unboxing, like pretending that I've not unboxed it yet. But that's just for a laugh, and I thought it'll be funny to do that today as well. Because why not? Anywho, that was one thing. I didn't write a list or anything. I'm not prepared. I'm also no feeling very well, right? I'm getting the cold or something, under the weather. Trey Shredding's shill alert. Yes, indeed. I forgot to mention, where is it? Yeah, link in the description. Put in code Steve50 to get 50 of these. If you go order one, you put in Steve50, they'll send you 50 of them. That won't work. Don't do that. Where are we at? Oh, Ferg Marshall, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Is it the lights behind you making the guitar look blue and pink? No. This particular one is purple and pink, and it's a beauty. Actually, you'll see it better here on this camera. Look at that, mate. It's got a speaker now in it. Of course, Ferg, I know you watch all the videos, so you'll know all about this guitar. Already. Actually, speaking of that guitar, I've been working on the full review video for that guitar. I've gigged it. I've tried it with a wee acoustic duo. I'm yet to take it outside. I'm waiting for it to get a bit warmer. And yeah, try to do a good full review of it. That'll happen later. Brian Phelps, hey all, my first live since getting sick. Oh, starting to feel better slowly and not sleeping half the day. Glad to hear you're feeling better, mate, and thanks for coming along. I'm starting to feel not that great myself, but maybe not something as serious as yours sounds, so glad you're on the mend, mate. Maria, you thoroughly enjoyed the video we did about 50 music shops in the street in China. It was awesome. Thank you so much, Maria. That was a fun one. Tomorrow's video is about this. It's about buying habits and things like that, and I mentioned some of the... Well, we'll give a spoiler. I'll give a spoiler. So, here's the spoiler. So if you may or may not know, from the community post earlier in the week, my local guitar shop from like 30 years is closing its doors at the end of the month. The business is continuing. They've got 3 other stores, but my local one is closing, and I was a bit sad about it. So I made a video about it, we kind of tribute to Kenny's shop, and just talking about the state of our buying habits and things like that, because shops are closing pretty much all over the place, including in China. So there's a little bit of that referenced in there as well. That's all I'll do spoiler-wise, but thanks again, Maria, for mentioning. Searching for tone, you're all out of shellaxatives. Oh my. Nice. Trey, use the unboxing video from your stream. That's a good idea. That would be smart, wouldn't it? That won't be as funny though. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't be funny at all. Maybe nothing funny about it. Scott Bogfeet, you just ordered a Korg Pitch Black rack mount tuner. What an absolute waste of money. Has it got a pick on it? Can you play your guitar with it? What's the point, is what I'm saying. Nice one. Main man, hello. Thanks for coming, mate. no worries, you're not late. Maria Muggs, your other half relaxed meditation tunes the guitar for me. He's amazing. Look at that. Has he got one of these? You need one of these. This is going to be a theme. I could feel it. This wasn't the plan. I'm feeling better already. I was in the huff before I came on. John Robson, you bought an indestructible dog toy from Temu. The ad showed it surviving intact after being in a blender. It lasted less than an hour with Dougal. There you go. Is he special? What is it? What is it? What we're saying here? Is Dougal just too ferocious? Or is it falsely advertised? What is it? If I have links to other products on that listing, I certainly wouldn't be buying the blender. Graham, you've heard those tuner picks have a card reader that deducts £1 from your bank every time you hit a string. Oh, funny, I love that. Fist in a bottle, you just love that guitar. Thank you, mate. Is that this one? That's cool, is it? I kind of like it too. Do a poll. Should you play your next gig with the 2-in-1 tuner pick? Yes, no. I mean, I'm so, what do you call it? Sensitive with my pick. I like my thin picks. If it's too thick, I won't be able to use it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be too thick because it's got like electronics in it. Where are we getting to there? Excuse me. Fair Marshall, what was the name before it was Kenny's again? It was Sound Control, mate. Hello all. Hello, Steve Gunner. Thanks for coming, mate. Johnny D, what's next, Steve? An ashtray on a motorbike. Yep, that's it. Solving all the problems. Searching for tone. You're getting the Ola Chug Tuner tomorrow for free. Just had to buy a Solar V guitar. That's a good deal. So there you go. Your tuner came with a guitar. But does it come with a pick? Sorry, that's too many, is it? Budget Pedal Chap, hello from Hungary. What are you doing in Hungary, mate? Hello, thanks for coming. Or have I missed something? Where are we at now? Maria, what do guitarists have for breakfast? Shreddies. Hey, nice one. GRB Aquatics, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. All good. Steve Gunner, indestructible dog toy. Nonsense, let my big baby of a pity at it for 5 minutes. Yeah, there we go. Ben Smith, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Evening all, missed the start, just finished work. How is everyone tonight? All good, mate. Thanks for coming. Right, we're caught up there. Lauren Sunley, the Rode 3 is a guilty pleasure. Expensive, not as accurate as a Snark, but it's kind of cool. I remember someone mentioning that in the comments before. It might have been you, and I looked it up. I can't remember what it is now. Wait a minute, is it a string winder tuner? I can't remember. But that definitely rings a bell. Where are we at? Looking forward to it. What do guitars have for lunch? Tuna! Hey! Maria, you've got the zingers tonight, today, whenever this is. If you keep holding up that tuner, you might end up in their marketing photos. Brilliant. Budget Pedal Chap, you're on your holly bobs, mate. Good on you. Great stuff. I'll see you in a couple of weeks at the Birmingham Guitar Show. Speaking of which, UK Guitar Show, Birmingham Guitar Show, I'm going to be lazy. That's in 2 weeks, or like a week. A week tomorrow. So the live stream next week, I'm just going to make it a Birmingham 25 special or something like that, just to save doing a poll and stuff like that, because it's just busy times just now, busy times. So a bit of a cop out, sorry, but there we go. Gary Westcott, you always try and buy from local guitar shops. One of the shop owners says that unfortunately guitar makers want to send a lot of guitars instead of 2 or 3, so they can never get any guitar stuff in. Yes, that's it. Scott Bogfoot, you absolutely love that tuner and the pickup ring of the old Epiphone Les Paul Special 2s like the Slash one had. Yeah, I think that's an amazing idea as well, mate. I would love to, that would be a cool aftermarket thing to buy. Although that's a nightmare for the wiring. But yeah, I think that's genius, mate. We should make it standard in every guitar. Very cool. Right, okay. Let's do something. Let's do the poll. Okay, so we're talking about our buying habits. So we're asking, where do you buy from mostly these days? These polls are never perfect, but it's a pretty clear indication of what we're all up to. So, who's mostly still buying from local shops? Try before you buy, 14%. Not as, well, it's maybe what I expected, number-wise. Possibly. And almost half, 47%, are buying mostly online. 4% are buying local ads, sort of meeting in person kind of thing. Gumtree, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Spock, and other things. I don't know if Spock's still a thing. Scott ads. Anyway. So yeah, 4%. Although I've bought a lot of stuff like that, and that's the way I prefer to sell as well. I know it's maybe not the safest, but if I'm selling a guitar or something like that, I just don't want that hassle of sending something and then a potential problem. It didn't arrive like you sent it, or it's late, or something's not, you know what I mean? So I prefer, if someone's coming to buy something, that they get to see it and try it in the condition that they're taking it away, and then no problems, hopefully, after that. If there's a scratch on it or something, I'll point it out, or say it, or they'll notice it, or something like that. Yeah, there you go. And another thing, this is unrelated, let's do a wee side rant. Another thing, right? See if you're the kind of person that sees something on a local ad and you go to a person's house and then you try and haggle the price after the fact. Away you go. You're barred. Go, how do I ban people? Right? But no, that's like the worst. See lowballing after the fact, especially if there's nothing wrong and then people just ask. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with negotiating a little bit of a different price before you go and see the thing. But trying to put someone on the spot like that, I hate that. It's not cool, in my opinion. Anyway, sorry, let's get back to it. Sorry, ranty, back to the poll, sorry. Right, and then 35% of us are saying variety is the spice of life. Buying a little bit here, a little bit everywhere. So we could probably divvy that one up to the online local shops and local ads, and probably end up looking kind of about the same ratios, I think, from that three. But yeah, that's where I would say I am personally. I'd say I'm more online and all of the above, because I do like the local ads as well. But like I say, my local store is just closed down, and I'm just as guilty as anyone else because I've not supported my local store enough by buying in store. It's so hard to compete these days, you know. But I'm going to try harder. I'm going to try harder. And John Robson, actually, let's go to his comment, because there it is, right there. Mostly online in his case, but you try to support real shops by buying from their websites rather than the big warehouse places with no actual bricks and mortar storefront. Yeah, so somewhere that actually does have at least shops you can go into. Maybe if you can't get there physically yourself, at least you know they have like a high street presence or something like that, because it's expensive stuff, which of course is reflected on the price of the gear. And like what someone mentioned earlier as well, a lot of the big brands want you to buy a lot of gear. Maybe not just a lot of gear as well. They tell you specific things that you have to buy. There's not a lot of money in it, profit-wise either, for them, so yeah. I talk about this quite a bit in tomorrow's video. Last week I was supposed to be starting, sorry I'm getting off on a tangent here. Last week I was supposed to be starting a new series, Parts Caster Tales. I was kind of excited about it. But my broadband wasn't working and it wouldn't let me upload it in time. It was like I was watching John Robson's live stream tomorrow, 5 PM by the way, Fridays at 5 PM. Check it out, beer o'clock, fun times had by all. And it was like an hour, and it was saying that my upload was going to take an hour and 10 minutes, so I didn't make it. So I ended up having to put up a Starcaster comparison up instead. And so the Parts Caster one was supposed to be tomorrow, but since this kind of news and what I've been thinking about this topic, I thought we'll do that instead. Sorry, Fergus just said hurry up and do that tuner plectrum because you've got it in your basket waiting to buy. Right, okay. I'll do the tuner plectrum unboxing and then we'll get back to the poll. Deal? Deal. Right. We need this one on. Right, so it's a 2-in-1 pick tuner. I think that's the brand as well, or maybe the brand is Tuner Pick. It's white in the box, and the box has one of these little cut out tags here, so you can hang it on a rack, and you have quite a lot of them in boxes. So that's good. And on the side here, we've got more information. 2-in-1 pick tuner, and here it's a pick tuner, and on the back here you can see that it's a 2-in-1 pick tuner, and the information here says tuner pick 2-in-1, small and convenient. That's true. Let's just open it, right? Oh, we're out of focus. I'll try changing the camera, see if we can get it back in focus. There we go. Right, so we're opening it up. It's very exciting. It's got one of these little plastic trays. Oh, inside the box is empty. Oh, this is the instructions. And I'm a little bit disappointed this isn't like folded perfectly. It's at a bit of an angle, so I might have to return it. Right, and in here we'll have the pick tuner itself. Now, it looks like there is a battery included because we've got one of these little tabs that you can pull out, and this should bring it on. I can't see an on switch. Oh, there is an on switch here. That's interesting. I think that's an on switch. It's right here where you would probably be using it as a pick. Right. Okay, so let's open it up. Oh, we have LEDs, and I must have just said A there. So is that the button for turning it on and off? It is. I can't believe it is. Okay, I suppose you would actually have to press quite hard. I can't believe I'm actually doing a proper review of this now. Right, let's turn it on. Right, what settings do we have here? So I'm assuming I could cycle through here. I thought a short press might do something. No, long press on. So it's got a C there that's like for chromatic, so I can't see any way you would actually change it. It looks like it's just a chromatic tuner. And we've got some LEDs here. Okay, right, so there's a V. It looks like the green at the bottom is in tune. Let's try it out. See if I can do this in a way that you'd be able to see it. That's actually picking up. Right, I think the best way to test this is when I'm not like in a really awkward position, because I actually can't change the pegs. Let me try this, right? Okay, all right, so also the way I pick as well is I'm actually covering the screen. You have to hold it right at the back of the pick, which feels a bit weird. Right, it's actually not picking it up now. Maybe if you touch the body. Right, so in terms of being a tuner, oh, there's the A, it's picked up the A. In terms of being a tuner, it kind of sucks. No, I'm going way sharp and it's not picking up that it's sharp, so. Right, it's a terrible tuner. How is it as a pick? Let's see. Really cumbersome, and not too bad for strumming. Yeah, you can probably get used to it, but yeah. There you go. The Pick Tuner by Pick Tuner. Can we get it to do a note? Let's get back in focus. Is this the thumbnail? I don't know what this is. Right, we'll try and get a note. There you go. That was an E-ish. Out of tune, of course. So there you go. The Pick Tuner by Pick Tuner. 2-in-1 Pick Tuner model PT01. Now make sure you get the PT01 model because... Right. Sorry about that. There we go. Now we know what the picture is all about. So sorry, I went too far. Right. Let's do the poll. Let's go back to the poll. Sorry. So some of these, where are we at? Mark Guilford, bargain, used shopping, Craigslist or charity shops? Yes. We get charity shops here. I don't think you're in the UK, mate. I think you're US, aren't you? We do have charity shops here, but the ones in Scotland never have any guitars. Not that I've seen anyway. We've got like a, what do you call it? Cash generator, cash converters, these kind of places, but they're more kind of like pawn shops almost. Biggies 100 or Bigs. You're guilty of buying from the internet, but then you can quickly compare prices, check reviews, plus there's Klarna. There you go. Yes, indeed. I've never used that Klarna before. I probably shouldn't. Sounds dangerous. Graham Campbell, used to buy and sell a lot on eBay online, but your last few electrics have all been used and bought from shops. Now there's a thing we're going to talk about as well, as buying in-store used. I'm trying to get myself to be more about that these days. Yes. And Jacko also saying, as a lefty, there's absolutely no point in going to a store for a guitar. They don't have them, so online it is. Totally fair, 100%. I would honestly hate to be a lefty. I'm sorry. But yeah, I would struggle. I'm all about the variety. The Ghost Lad 1. Facebook Marketplace, offer up, online, eBay, Amazon, etc. Sometimes you'll even check the local flea markets or wherever you're able to find a decent guitar. You like to spice it up a little bit. You're even into trading this for that kind of thing. Lol, yep, that's it. I've never heard of offer up, so I'm going to need to check that one out. Jed Ellis, about 90% is online, but for small things like strings, picks, etc., you shop at any local shop available. As I'm not that good, I like buying guitars online, as in the past when going into stores, I feel like I was being judged on my playing by some of the staff. Yeah, that's a factor as well, isn't it? It's interesting. I don't know if it's like at all levels, like even the top players, the people who are absolutely ridiculous, but I've always felt like that, even from being a beginner all the way to less of a beginner now. There's something about when you get put on the spot anywhere. Even if a friend says to you, oh, you play guitar, plays a song then, plays a song, or whatever, you just, everything goes out your head, you can't remember anything. But as soon as you're in a guitar shop and there's a guitar in your hand, it's like, I can't remember how to play guitar. For some reason, it feels like the most judgmental stage in the world, but it's really not. Like, in my local shop anyway, RIP, it's never been that. Everybody's super cool and they don't care, supportive, you know, and they probably hear everything all day. I'm sure there are people that it does bother, but that's on them. Sorry, a couple more poll comments and we'll get back to life, sorry. Kamran Kawash Bilal, you hardly buy brand new gear. You think you will fall under the variety category. Anywhere I can get what I want for a good price. That's it. I think we're mainly in the same boat. Like, as much as I want to support my local store, I'm using Elixir strings mainly. I have been for like, I don't know, at least 15 years. And well, they could be like up to about £14 for a set, like an individual pack, 9-42 nano webs. But occasionally Amazon do them on a deal, like a 3-pack for like £26-ish, works out about like £8 a set or something like that. It's hard to argue with that, you know, and they're real strings. I've bought the fake Elixirs before, you can tell, these ones are legit. But yeah, I mean, you want to support the local store, but almost double the price, it's like, yeah. Sorry. Carrying on. Right, a couple more. Carl B and the Rocco Cat, used right now is where I look first, especially for guitars. Yeah, I like used too. I mainly buy used. Ba L, purchased 2 guitars online, a cheapo Gretsch and an Eastman. You got lucky both times. Congratulations, mate. Let's get another short one. Gringo Green, thank you for all of the above. Well, this is true, it depends on a number of factors. Usually for me, it's hands-on if I can. Yeah, good on you. So that was one of the things to talk about, actually. I know that a lot of people say the advice is like try before you buy kind of thing. Which I think probably makes sense for like maybe if you're making a really big purchase, or if you're a beginner and you don't really know that much, but knowing the power of a good setup and being able to see the potential in a dog of a guitar, or what you think is a dog but is actually just a poor setup. I've bought guitars like that in the past. I bought them from people's houses used. I bought them sight unseen. I bought them from shops, and they're not the way I would want them. But you know that if you just spend a bit of time, 90% of the time I can get them playing how I like them. So yeah, I don't let that put me off too much, and the try before you buy thing isn't as important to me these days. Although, when I bought, it's actually gone, Guitar did this exclusive Fender player, I think it was in 2021, 75th anniversary, where it had a roasted maple fretboard on it, and it's not a neck that they sell separate, it's only on this guitar. I actually ended up buying 2 of them, long story. But when I was in the shop, they had 4, and I got to compare them all. I ended up buying the one that I liked the look of the best, instead of the one that sounded the best, but it's because I wasn't keeping it, I was only buying it for the neck. I do stupid things. That'll be a parts caster tale in the future. Let's catch up with the live chat. Sorry, I don't know where we left. Thank you for your patience and sitting through all that. Where are we at? Gary Westcott, you always try and buy from local shops. Oh wait, that's what you were saying before, sorry, we're back there. Anyone remember, sorry, I just seen that other comment. Anyone remember tuning up from the dial tone on the phone? So I don't, but Scott Bogfoot says F sharp, wasn't it, John? That's quite funny. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's funny. Steve Gunner, you can't handle all these guitar puns. They're too fretty. Nice. Simon Wenlock, in a perfect world, I would buy from guitar shops. However, there are none near where I live that are any good, so I have to buy it online. Yeah, that's the way it's going. That is the way it's going. Steve-O, how you doing, mate? Happy Thursday to you too, mate. Variety for you, yes, me too. Maria Muggs remembers the old tuning fork, showing your age. There you go. I had the pitch pipes, briefly. They were out of tune. Budget Pedal chap, you never had to do that, but you did end up playing along with the hold music for HMRC, owing to Behold on for so damn long. Yeah, there you go. That's one way to entertain yourself. Shredding Finn, hello mate, thanks for coming. One-on-one private offers, the best deals. Yes. Then mum and pop, then online. Yes. Pitch pipes was John Robson's go-to too. Hurry up and unbox that. We've done that. There we go. Sean plays guitar. Sorry I'm late. I was on reverb. Did you get anything nice? Right, where are we at? Ben Smith. You're the other way. You're afraid getting offers from someone who hasn't seen the item in person is a red flag for me. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I suppose that's it, is it? It's just my own bias, because I do the same thing. Like, I don't mind someone trying to haggle before. If they've got, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll come to me. Oh, no, I can't get it. Not questions, queries, something like that. Objections, if I've got objections about something. But I do the same thing, like if I see something online that's like a local listing, in fact you see this on eBay all the time, people asking for just like too much, and something I'm after. So for example, I've been after the Squire 40th anniversary Jazzmaster and Seafoam Green for ages, but everybody's wanting the new price for it. Which is fair enough, because you can't buy them new anymore. I mean, it's not fair, but you can't buy them new anymore, so that's what the market is, that's what their value is. But there's other things where people are just asking too much, and if it's something I'm after and it's local, like I could buy it new for £20 more online and get it delivered to my door, compared to someone who's wanting it, selling it used, you know. So in that case, I would maybe say to them, look, I could just do this. Would you go to this price? You know, that kind of thing. But I would never go to their door and do it there. Sorry. Right, sorry about that. Maidenman74, you tried selling on Gumtree and a potential scammer emailed me saying they were buying the guitar for their deaf friend. I'm not sure what the red flags were there. Yep, I can see that. Right, where are we at? The butterfly effect. You had a friend who bought running shoes and resold them. They messed up the buyer's knees. Okay, interesting. Maria, you like the way I've displayed the guitars on the back. Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I did think about that quite a bit. I used to have 4, and I actually kind of missed the simplicity of that look. But yeah, I'm liking that I've got more off the floor anyway. That's useful. Search for tone. You pick a tuner, but you can't tune a pick until now. It's a good point. I'll spend a bit more time on this. There'll be a full 40-minute review. Oh, and I've left it on. Remember, don't leave this on because you'll waste the battery. You can't change the battery, by the way. These are disposable. I'm not joking. You probably can. It takes a 9-volt square battery. And there's a hole you can do a power supply as well, so you could be plugged in with a cable. Right, I'm just telling lies. Sorry. Third Marshal, the pick of destiny. Yes, indeed. Right, sorry. Scott Buck, please God, have it not work at all, or better yet, have it work but incorrectly. Well, there you go. Well, we're kind of close enough. I basically got it thinking it was funny. I wasn't expecting or caring if it would work or anything. It's just like the stupidest thing ever. You know what I mean? This solves the problem that no one has. It's just funny. So anyway, sorry. Stevie Mac, you think the problem and lack of empathy for guitar shop demise is you purchase guitar for £800, you trade it in after a few months, they say it's worth 400, and then it's in the shop window at 780. Yeah, well, I mean, this is it. It's expensive to run these brick and mortar places, you know. They've got to make something. You know, maybe if they were making more profit elsewhere within the business, they wouldn't have to get as much of a markup on used, you know what I mean? But what you do is if you ever trade something in, just never check the price of it after. Just never look. But yeah, I think they've got to try and make like at least 50% on things, I think. Maria, what do musicians like for a snack? A bag of Quavers. Nice one. I don't have any. Trace Rins, how do you know when a guitar player wants to play? You have to see what mode they're in. Well, hey. It's not the jokes tonight, is it? Cameron Kawish, it's hard to try with the store guy standing on your head, trying to make sure you don't break anything. Right, okay. I've never experienced that. Although I was talking to someone, it was Gary, the keyboard player, the other day, about how I discovered how to do tapping in another Dundee music shop. Rainbow Music, which is still in Dundee. I'll need to get in there and start supporting them too. But they used to have another location, and in the old location, I was probably about 14 or 15. I'd been practicing tapping for ages and couldn't do it because I was a massive Joe Satriani fan and all that kind of stuff. And then one day I was in there, if I remember correctly, I was trying out an Epiphone Les Paul. Might have been a gold top. And I was just noodling away, and eventually I got it. I was like, oh my God, I'm tapping. And I just like, once I got it, I just couldn't stop. And I must have been doing it for about 5 minutes or something, and I eventually got asked to leave because, because it was just absolutely annoying the life out of everybody, which is fair enough. I mean, they were probably 4 minutes too patient with me. Okay. Shred and Finn, you agree with that? You can set up a $50 guitar as long as the neck stays on. Yeah, that's that. That's the way I feel as well, mate. Try before you buy, but it still needs a setup. Yeah. Yeah, you can get them to do the setup in store as well. That's one of the things you're missing out on for not buying in store. I have in-house techs. Johnny D would never have thought of buying a guitar on Amazon ever, but got 2 off of Amazon resale both CV50s, classic vibes, a Strat and a Telly for 230 and 220. Could not refuse, and they were both pristine, both keepers, yeah. I'm actually interested to hear what people as experiences are with Squier classic vibes. Because you hear of QC issues more from Fender these days, and sometimes from Squier as well, but it seems like classic vibe is a bit of an outlier where the QC seems to be consistently good. Is that true? What's your experience? I've actually not had a classic vibe in probably more than 10 years, so I'm actually keen to check one out again. Stevie Mac, you're trying Elixir OptiWeb for my Riviera. Bought a 3-pack. Do you use Poly, Nano or Opti? I use Nano. I've been using Nano. I think that's the... Is that the middle of the road one? It's the brightest one and the smoothest feeling, I think. That's my preference. I'm trying to remember what the other ones are. One of them feels more natural. I think it's basically just how much of the coating that they use on it. That's basically it. Johnny D, the number of musical puns is not diminishing. Love it. Cameron Kawish, plus because of import and other taxes, the MSRP is almost 2 times of what it is in EU. So brand new is too expensive unless my sister is visiting from Germany. Well, I'm not sure exactly where you are, but I hear you, mate. Oh, mate, Guitar Quackery in the house. How you doing? I'm watching you on my phone from the New York City subway. How cool is that? That's very cool, mate. Thank you for sharing that. You're probably off it by now, but thanks for checking in, mate. And that's cool, you get a reception in the subway. Nice. Johnny D, of course, check out Guitar Quackery, by the way. Awesome channel. And his new channel, Guitar Quackery Live, where you can watch him working on guitars in real time. Very cool. Johnny D, you make some puns myself, but I'm feeling a bit crotchety. I'll get me coat. Yeah, not your best work, mate, but decent. Brian Phelps, D'Addario NYXL usually, but trying out Stringjoy now. I read something interesting about Stringjoy the other day. I'll share it right now. So, everybody is... Correct me if I'm wrong. I actually read this forum post from a few years ago, so it might be wrong. Everybody's raving about Stringjoy. But what I heard is, apparently the company started because they bought a load of old string winding making machines from D'Addario from years ago. A lot of their old machines that they don't use anymore, they've upgraded to new techier equipment. So they basically bought all their old gear and they're kind of making like the type of strings, or no, maybe not the same type of strings, because maybe they spec them differently, different materials and that, but the argument is that it's basically the old kind of less great way of making strings. Like the way D'Addario will be doing them now will be much more higher tech than the Stringjoy ones, but I don't know, there's maybe nothing in that. If you know anything about it, let us know in the comments. Where are you at? Robbie F has turned up. Thanks for coming, mate. Glad you're finished work. Good on you. Johnny D. Oh, chumped there. What happened there? I just seen Johnny D. You make some puns yourself, but I'm feeling a bit... Oh no, we've got that one. There must be another Johnny D. Follow down. Where did we get to there? Sorry. If the battery runs out, can the pick bit still work? Asking for a friend. I think it probably would. But I mean, why would you want it if it didn't have the tuner? Useless. Guitar Quackery, you were almost a bit surprised at the results of the poll, really? See, it's kind of went, kind of how I thought. Did you think it would be even more on the online, or did you think the in-store was higher than you expected, or? Doghouse Riley, hello. There's a problem for every solution. Yes, that was quite deep. Johnny D, you once played Smoke on the Water in a guitar shop, but it was a long time ago and possibly it's still allowable. Yeah, I don't know if that's on the list of banned tunes. Probably. Cameron Kawish, speaking of gear, do you use wireless jacks? You got a pair from Thomann and it worked until the first recharge. I don't. Well, actually, I have a Lacato pair, which for me, they're only good enough for doing sound checks because I didn't like the sound of them, and there is latency on them. It's advertised as like under 6 milliseconds, which is apparently not perceivable to humans ear, but it must be more than that because I can definitely notice the latency. And it is a bit of a tone sucker as well, and I'm not even one of those tone kind of guys, but I definitely notice a difference, so I don't like them. Well, I don't like those ones. I would be open to trying other ones. In fact, someone got in touch recently, was it Joyo, asking me to try out a set, but I don't have time just now, so there you go. Robbie F, speaking of Brian, there we go. Old Man Zen, you've had nothing but great things to say about Squire Classic Vibes. You've had 3 different vibes and you love them all. See, this is what I've heard. Thanks for getting back to me on that. Any vibe you've picked up in a shop has also played well. There we go. Well, Johnny D, both your CVs had received excellent QC. Only needed action, attention. Wasn't bad, but wanted my preferred. Right, this is it. Roddy's Jam Cave, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in, mate. Much appreciated. Guitar Quackery, the lowest price you ever paid for a guitar was exactly $41 because it was all the cash I had on me at a parking lot. It was a vintage Hondo 3/4 size guitar. Cool. Bet it's worth more than $41 now. And there you go, you're at an advantage, aren't you, mate? If there's anything wrong with a guitar, I'm sure you can sort it. Like, literally anything wrong with a guitar. I'm sorry, this guitar doesn't seem to exist. That's fine, I'll just make one. Any problem. Right, sorry. Blockfoot chucking out a video. Thank you so much, mate, for putting a link in the chat. Check out people's. Richard Sheehan in the chat. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. You've got a couple of recent Squire CVs and the quality is excellent. See, this is what I'm hearing. I think I need to find out for myself very soon. Maria, you have sausage fingers and find it difficult to play certain chords, but I will plod on. Oh, there you go. I bet you could play some bangers away. Sorry, I just had to get a pun in there, seeing as you've been punning lots recently. Good evening from Germany, from me, myself and I. Thanks for coming, mate. Shredding Finn, if you owned a music store, you would ban any chugging below D. Stairway to Heaven played perfectly, it will get you a 10% discount. Yeah, from start to finish. And you've got to bring a singer. Robbie F, you have a Squire Affinity, a Bula and a Sonic. You had Sweetwater set up each. The guitars were perfect by the time they reached me. Nice. Each of my Squires have been upgraded and modded, but the bass guitars are still a joy to play. Yeah, I've had, well, good experience with the new Affinities, although, well, my white Starcaster Affinity is actually, it's not amazing. The nut is pretty terrible on it. I'm going to get that changed. But that's the kind of thing I can see past that, you know. What else? That was the Affinity. I had an Affinity Jazzmaster. The Squire debut is actually not too bad, QC wise. Pretty impressive actually, probably better than Fender QC to be honest with you. Anywho, Milehouse Studios in the house, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Controversial moment. Any Squire can be made to play as nicely as a real Fender. Evening boss, hello to you, mate. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that I'm saying, although I don't have any cred to say it. When we've got people like Milehouse and Guitar Quackery in the chat, these are the people we should be listening to, who really know their stuff. But yeah, setup is a big deal, without a doubt. That's why I don't mind buying guitars in almost any condition. I could never go to the extent of a setup of Milehouse. By the way, if you've not seen Milehouse's channel, of course you have, but if you've not, you need to check it out because it's like it's got to be my favourite. It's in my top 1 channels. Yeah, top 1 that I watch on YouTube these days. But he's brilliant. And the new series that he's doing on Mondays, where he's taking, what is it, guitars around about 150 and under, I think, buying them either used or new, and just fixing them up to be playable machines, and then selling them on eBay on the same day. But that was a brilliant one. What was that brand you had? I can't even remember. It was like Off the Shelf 4 or something. I can't remember what it was called. Really stupid brand name. But he stuck stainless steel frets on it. Stainless steel refret. And it's funny because Milehouse is he's a luthier, he doesn't do tech stuff really. I mean, he does, but he doesn't do that as a business, and he doesn't know what to charge. He's like, what does that cost for a refret? It's like about 300 quid work that he put in it. Sold the guitar for like 60 or something, I don't know. Brilliant. Love it. Excuse me. GRB Aquatics. So, a Squire Classic Vibe Starcaster on the way. Oh, that would be a good way to test it, wouldn't it? No, maybe not. No, I think a Starcaster's too easy to get wrong. I don't think that would be a fair one. I'd maybe have to... Might get a telly actually, because I've got too much Strat content. Although that's what I know best. Who knows? Brian Phelps, interesting. We want pickups to be like old paths, guitars to look like classic shapes. Now, would strings done with new tech make a difference in sound than the ones made in the 60s, etc.? Possibly. I would just be hoping that they're more durable. Like, not just lasting longer for like the coating and stuff that they use these days, but also being like stronger. I actually broke a string at a gig the other day for the first time in ages. That's quite annoying. Speaking of which, we're almost over time, but I want to share a video that I'm planning on making because I think it'll be interesting. I don't know when I'll ever get it done. Did anybody see Paul David's video a couple of years ago where he did a blind test of strings? He maybe had about a dozen or more brands and he was testing them all out. Coated strings, non-coated strings, super high-end expensive strings, cheap strings. He tried out a load, and the winners for him were actually roto sounds. Now they weren't pinks because he uses 10 gauge strings and I think they're a different colour, maybe orange, but this is the same colour. And after watching that video 2 years ago, I bought these strings. They should still be fine because they're in foil wrap. But thinking I'm going to do a video on that one day, or I'm going to test them out and see what they're all about. So I never done it. And I use elixirs all the time. But I also got these recently. The D'Addario, that's upside down, isn't it? The D'Addario XS that everybody's raving about. I used to use the D'Addario all the time. Actually, I'll talk more about this in the video when it comes out. And I actually put these strings, but 9 to 46 I think, on this. But I can't really sort of comment on how it feels and plays because that guitar in general is so different from anything else that I play. So I'm going to do a test of these, which may or may not have been Paul David's second favourite. They might not have been, but I just want to try them out against these. So I'm going to do a wee video on that in the future. And because Paul David's has 4 million subscribers and the video he did on this got probably 25 million views, that means if I do a video on this plus these strings, that will equal 7 million views, I think, because that's how YouTube works, isn't it? Right, we're almost done. Sorry, we're going over a little bit because I want to catch up with the chat. Everybody's the best. Everybody's showing the love to Milehouse Studios, so they should do. That's what I like to see. Oh, there you go. Old Man Zen was late coming to this live today because he was watching Milehouse Studios Warlock build series. That actually came up on my homepage today as well. I think the video was from a wee while ago, so I'll need to check it out. I'm still catching up on the old stuff. Milehouse, if you get to 100k, Steve, oh, look at this. If you get to 100k, Steve gets a custom guitar made for him. What do you all think? Well, I'm in favour, mate. I'll be getting that guitar before the end of the year, mate. Without a doubt. That's what I like to see. What is... just over a year has been the channel, mate. And what are you at, 35k or something now, mate? You're absolutely smashing it. And I couldn't think of a channel that deserves it more, because it's just the perfect storm of content. It's great. And hopefully we're going to catch up at the Birmingham Guitar Show in a couple of weeks as well. Great stuff. Right, sorry, let's catch up here. 100k, please. I don't have enough subscribers to send you over 100k, mate, but can't wait for that Milehouse guitar. Come on, bring it on. Where am I? Right, okay. Let's catch up a bit. Ben, make him a Nuno. You do know I love a Nuno. That would be awesome from Trey. Yeah, everybody loves it. I certainly love it. That's it. Milehouse getting all the love, deservedly so. I think I catch up here just so I can get out of here, eh? Thanks, folks. Who's that, Robbie? Oh, Robbie. Oh, I don't know what's happening there. Sorry. Shred Finn, you never moved from Ernie Ball. Not sure if I'm helping or hurting myself like that. It's always worth experimenting. I like to experiment from time to time. I try a load of different stuff. Like, it's been a long time since I've come away from elixirs, but once I found elixirs, I've been using them, like I say, for about 15 years or something. Not sponsored. Please sponsor me, elixir, because I don't like buying strings, but I like using them. Search for Tony, you bought a load of strings to do a shootout with, not sure how it will do. Well, mate, I'll do exactly like Paul David's video. Millions of views, millions of subs. That's how it works. I'll do great, mate. Search for Tone, let's all buy Steve some subs. No, actually, I might be buying I might be buying Milehouse some subs. I wonder how much it is for what does he need? 65,000 subs. Wonder how much that is. Wonder if that's cheaper than a Milehouse guitar. He doesn't need the purchase. Right, okay. Listen, we're over time. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. I was feeling pretty crappy tonight, to be honest with you. I was on a bit of a downer. I've been on a downer all week because of the Kenny's news, and I'm getting a bit ill. But other than that, you've all cheered me up no end, and this was fun as well. I really enjoyed this. So remember, we didn't do a chord of the week. Really quick chord of the week. Here we go. Guitar cam. Oh no, sorry, don't leave. We're doing chord of the week. Everybody calm down. Right, I'm going to show you, because last week we did G, somebody suggested G sus4, and this was the one we did. Right, there we go. There's the G root, there's the fourth, we've got open D, G, right, that's the G sus4, right? The one we're going to pair that with this week is a D minor 9, but a specific voicing of it. We're going to play nothing on the E and A strings. We're going to play an open D, fret 5 on the G, which is the flat 7, and then we're going to play fret 6 on the B, which is the minor 3rd. So far we'll have a minor 7, and then the open E is going to be the 9th. So I thought that paired well with last week's chord. Cool, eh? Right, sorry, that's chord of the week done. Sorry, I should have done that earlier. Right, I think we can get out of here now. Hopefully see you for the video tomorrow. Right, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later. Right, thanks again. Yous are all the best. See you later on that. End the stream. Cheerio. Ciao. End in the stream, I think. There we go. It's over. It's all